Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jupiter James, where I awaken the astrologer within you. You know, I really do believe that before a time of iPhones and iPads and I this and I that, we were better able to understand the language of the stars and how they related to our birth chart. And it is with that language that we were able to interpret the birth chart. That way we were able to see the talents and gifts that we were given so that we get by in our lives further, faster, and stronger. So if that sounds good to you, let's get into it. So today we're gonna get into Sun in the 7th house. Now, Sun in the 7th house is gonna give me very much Libra energy no matter what sign you are. But before we get into that, before we dive deep into that, let's go ahead and just separate the aspects. That way, once we learn the separations of the aspects, we can take both of those aspects and go do with them what we may when we see them pop up in other people's charts or just in our charts alone. You know, we always have like double patterns that happen, and it's better able if you're to separate them and know what they play out as in other people's charts and just when they pop up in general. So when we have Sun in the birth chart is always going to indicate the hero's journey, the theme of that soul and that person, and where that sun shines the most, where that person shines the most, who that soul is, and what that soul is going to be colored as is going to be what the sun indicates is the soul, you know? So when I see the sun, I'm like, oh, that's where you are. This is where you're focused in your life. These are the things that happen to you, and this is the sum total of what the theme of your life is playing out as, if that makes sense. Like, no matter what's happening in your life, this is the theme of your life, and this is also where that soul shines the most, depending on the house that it falls in and the sign that it falls in. When that soul, when that sun, when that person is doing the sign that it has been given and the house has been given, that's when the universe goes. That's when people go. And that's when everything just flows. That's when everything is easy. That's when we get blessings, is when we align ourselves with what our soul is meant to do. Now, moving to the 7th house. When we go to the 7th house is all about, you know, how we relate to the world, our business contracts, and the lovers and the marriages that we find ourselves falling in love with or chasing or going after. You know, it's the type of energy of our lover and our marriage partner and the business contract that we sign on the dotted line for, you know. And it's also going to be again, the shadow side. It's like, I'm this, but when I go out and I relate to the world, I become this. I always find myself having to be up under this energy of this when I sign a contract. I become this when I sign that, you know? Now, this house is also going to be governed by Libra. That's why I said, again, it's the contracts. Libra is the handshake. You know, I don't know why I always think of Libra as the handshake emoji that goes like this, but that's what Libra is. It's the handshake emoji. It's the connection. It's like, it's you and me. It's Libra. That's why it rules 7th house. It's love, it's marriage, it's contracts, it's relationships. So this is the house of your relationships. And so when you take the planet of your vitality, your soul, your ego, and you place it into the house of relationships and contracts and marriages and other people, you are going to be a very much Libra-oriented soul. You are going to be a very relationship-driven soul. You are going to be a very othering soul, as far as like, oh my God, let's not focus on me, let's focus on the outside world. What's going on with him? What's going on with her? You're going to love people, and you're going to love probably like people watching and just like interacting with other people. Connection is a really, really big thing for you. You thrive on connection. If you can't connect, you feel off, you know? And you don't feel like yourself. That's the funny thing. It's like you need others in order to feel like yourself. You probably learn about yourself through others, because that's when you shine the most. It's so funny is that, like, when you're at home by yourself, you feel off. You don't really know who you are or how you feel, but you are better able to gauge how you feel and who you are once you go hang out with your friends, or you go meet new people, or you're at your job and like the people need something from you, you know, like that's and I'm sure that's a very tough placement, because it's like, usually in other sun placements, you get the shine. It's like you only get shine and notoriety when you are around other people. When you are in cahoots with others, or you are in a group setting, or you align yourself with a community of like-minded people, that's when you get the shine on yourself. That's when you feel like you. So so right now I want you to, before we go any further, could you write down below in the comments right now what sign falls in your 7th house? What sign is your sun in the 7th house? Are you a Pisces sun in the 7th house? Are you a Taurus sun in the 7th house? Write down below what that is for you, because I'll give you some little intricacies as to how exactly that's being played out and how that's going to be colored. It's going to be colored for different people because our sun signs are different, you know, like our house placement may be the same, but our sun signs will be different, which is going to make us a different type of sun in the 7th houser. So this is going to be someone that also is always in a relationship. Oh my God, people probably always want to date you or romance you or marry you. You're probably going to find yourself always in just relationships. You're probably the person that is the most social, and you love people. You are the social butterfly. You just love to be meeting people and networking and shaking hands with people and just like being there for people, because people are your jam. People and connection are your sauce. Now, if the universe be universing, like I know the universe, you are going to be someone that initially you're going to come into this life and you're going to be looking around like, wait, I got to connect with people. It's going to be something in you where you probably want to stay alone, or you probably want to keep to yourself, but staying to yourself doesn't get you what you need in your life, whether it's emotionally or financially or just as a whole. You're going to feel off when you're not around people. And so again, if the universe is the universe, as I know the universe to be, you're going to come into this life feeling like, ugh, I have to hang out with people? Wait, I have to be around people? Oh my God, okay, fine. Like, and it is only when you hang out with people that people start to tell you about yourself, and they start to see little intricacies in you. Like, I'm sure even this video for you right now, you're like learning something about yourself, and you're like, wait, I would have not known this about myself had I not reached out. Does that make sense? It is when you reach out and you connect that people go, oh, this is who you are. Hey, hi, there you are. Hey, you've got this, you've got that, you learn about yourself through other people. But initially that's going to be hard for you because, again, we do not come into this life already that thing. We come into this life learning this thing, and that is why you get the gold star or the applause from others or blessings from the universe when you do align yourself to do these things, because it is when you do these things that the universe is saying, yes, this is what I want you to learn. Keep going. These are the blessings, are just the breadcrumbs to entice you and persuade you to keep staying in that theme of your life. So I know initially connection is probably hard for you. You're probably like, oh, I don't want to connect. Like, why do I always have to be around people? Why do people want to date me all the time? Like, why can't I just be single? But it is when you do that that you find your next road, you find your next like blessings, and things flow and things are good, and you learn more about yourself and you grow and you just get the applause from the universe. And so yeah, that is my sun in the 7th house video. Now listen, we are the sum total of all of our aspects in our chart. It would behoove you to take this one aspect and then go out and run into the world with it and think that that's it. No. What about the other hundreds of placements that you have? I would love to give you guys a birth chart reading. Any type of reading that you need, just hit my links below and I will be happy to give you one. My name is Jupiter James, and I will see y'all on the next video, all right? I love y'all. Y'all have a great day. Bye.